Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here on Outsourcing Fit, where we provide you some information on outsourcing and show you how your business can grow as a result of outsourcing. Our guest this evening is Monica Morales. She's joining us here as Senior Vice President, PSG Global Solutions. Welcome to Outsourcing Fit, Monica. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Neil.
How about telling us a bit about yourself and how you came to be the Senior Vice President at PSG Global?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hi everyone. My name is Monica Morales, and as Neil said, I'm the Senior Vice President for PSG Global Solutions. So I've been actually in outsourcing or in the BPO or business process outsourcing industry for over 20 years now, probably started in around 2000 in a company called eTelecare Global Solutions. And they were one of the very first BPOs or call centers. At that time, they called them call centers in the Philippines. And I was with them for about 10 years before moving to PSG Global Solutions. And I've been with them for almost 15 years. So that's how I got started, was really right out of college. I was with Citibank for a couple of years in their call center for customer service. And then I was called up and kind of poached to join eTelecare at the dawn of the BPO industry here in the Philippines. And because I, grew my career and got to know a lot of good people, a few of those who had left eTelecare, the founder of eTelecare, Jim Frankie, as well as one of the founders for Professional Staffing Group, Aaron Green, along with Brian Cotter and Vivek Padmanabhan, they remembered working with me at eTelecare. They were all from eTelecare except for Aaron, and they asked me to join. They said, hey, we're opening up a new company. It's called PSG Global Solutions. It is a recruitment process outsourcer. So very similar. It is an outsourcer. It's still part of the umbrella of the BPO, but all they do is recruiting services. I said, okay, sure, I will join. When I joined, there was only about 20 people in the company. And today we're almost 4,000, about 15 years later. Yeah, so incredible growth. But I've been with outsourcing for over 20 years, so it's been a great ride.
How has this 20 years of experience shown you how BPO has grown from, as you say, known as a call center back in the day? It is so much more now. Go into detail about why it's so much more and why the Philippines is an outsourcing hub.
Well, for one, when we started, it was very interesting at the dawn of the BPO industry or the call center world. Nobody knew about it, and nobody kind of understood what we were doing. In fact, my mom said, I didn't send you to college so you can be a telephone operator. And so I had to explain to her what exactly we do. That we actually service the U.S. market, U.S. customers from here in the Philippines. And at the time, we were able to, really go into the different universities, the top tier universities here in the Philippines, and really find people who had great communication skills, great problem solving skills, great customer service orientation, and just really out there to help people. And so when we first started, there was only a few things that we were looked at to do, and it was mostly around customer service. And so because of, if you're familiar with the Philippines, we're a very relationship oriented culture. And so we love to make people feel good. So when you're in customer service, you're problem solving any issues, but you're also making them feel comfortable with the brand and with the company that they're calling for. They never thought that we would be able to do sales or technical support, because with sales you kind of have to be a little bit pushy, and you have to be very assertive, and you have to close that deal and things like that. But as we learned over the years, these skills continue to be honed in the Filipinos who were in the BPOs. And so that's kind of how it grew. So with each passing year, these new skills and new opportunities came to us, and we were able to learn. So now we're not just doing customer service, tech support, and sales. It's been branched out into healthcare services, so outsourced healthcare services. It's been branched out into accounting services. Anything that you can basically think of that can be outsourced and can be, offshored, in fact, can be done here in the Philippines. So today, about 15 years ago, nobody thought that they could do recruiting services. So recruiting from the Philippines for U.S. customers, U.S. candidates, and obviously being placed, because again, it's actually a really great fit, because recruiting is about building a relationship with your candidate. And Filipinos are really great about building a relationship. So finding the right person for that great job and making sure that you are able to tell them why it's a great fit for them, what they're going to gain out of it, and, will help them both personally and professionally. And I think that the Filipinos are really great at that, just building that relationship, building that trust, and being able to find the right fit for a candidate. So I think that's how it's kind of grown over the years in terms of the type of skills that we can bring to the table.
You mentioned U.S. customers. Is that as far as your footprint goes, as far as just the U.S.?
Actually, PSG Global Solutions started primarily in North America, or servicing North America, so the U.S. and Canada. But we have grown, and we kind of branched out, and now we handle APAC, so we can handle anything within the APAC region. We also service Jamaica. We also service Europe. And of course, obviously in the U.S. and in Canada. So more recently, PSG Global Solutions, about a year and a half ago, was bought by Teleperformance. It's a huge BPO. They have over 500,000 people right now. I think their most recent acquisition was Majorel, which is also a BPO, or a contact center that's based mostly in Europe. And so I think we're almost 1 million people already in total, in the whole family. And so because we were bought by them, that opened opportunities for us to be able to service all around the world. We were already doing it, but this even gave us a greater footprint globally. So we were able to build centers and bring in recruiters and service customers all around the world.
Wrap up how businesses can benefit from PSG Global, and then give us some contact information, a website, or any other information where folks can get in touch with you and learn more.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So the reason why they should use PSG Global Solutions, if you are looking to supplement or for us to take over any of your recruiting services, we have been in the business for 15 years and would be able to find the right people, find the right fit for your company. And we can do it at a small scale. We can also do it at a large scale. So we hire thousands of people on a yearly basis across multiple industries all across the world. And so just because of our expertise, as well as the technology that we use and the processes that we put in place, these are reasons why we'd be very successful in helping your companies recruit for the talent that you need. So if anyone is interested to hear a little bit more, you can go to our website at psgglobalsolutions.com. That's psgglobalsolutions.com, and you can see all of our services there. If you want to reach out to me personally, also, I'm on LinkedIn, Monica Maralit, Maralit. You can look for me there and connect with me. I'd be happy to tell you more about our services, because it's really one of my passions, is really to be able to connect people with great work. And to be able to do that through the Philippines.
Monica, thank you so much for your time here on Outsourcing Fit.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, Neil. This was good.
You've been listening to Outsourcing Fit. I'm your host, Neil Howard. Find out more at www.verticalinternetmedia.com and our BPO services at www.outsourcingfit.com.